Alright guys, I wanted to make a quick video, hopefully to help you with some of your, maybe some people that are new to concealed carry. Carrying, when I say concealed carry, I refer to a pistol or revolver, a handgun of some sort. That is a great opportunity we have here in this country, and a lot of our states that aren't communist give us the right to be able to defend ourselves, and I know a lot of people look down upon that, but to me, as long as you take it seriously, you're willing to train. Do I think everybody should carry a gun? Everybody should have the right to carry a gun, but I believe that there's a lot of people that may be a little misguided when they are in possession of a concealed weapon. But anyways, that's a whole different story. I was wanting to get into maybe hoping to answer some questions, give some advice through my experience. And as always, you know, if you ever have another question, hit me up, let me know. By the way, quick marketing moment, please subscribe. Subscriptions are appreciated, comments are appreciated, but thanks for watching. But I just brought 3 guns. I've already done videos on these guns, but I feel like I didn't hit some of the points and some questions that a lot of people might have as far as concealed carry goes. Everybody in my profession, I have a lot of people come in and ask about, oh, what gun should I carry? I don't shoot much. I don't know. I don't want to hurt anybody. And you know, if that's the mindset you have, you know, God bless you. I hope the people that are trying to kill you feel the same way. But trying to hopefully help answer some questions for you that maybe you don't feel comfortable going in and asking. Maybe you might feel stupid or something, which you shouldn't, because by God, everybody I know only knows what they've been taught. But I sat down, I thought about it, and there's 5 main areas that I want to look at when I'm picking a gun I'm going to carry. They're not necessarily in any order as far as priorities. They're 5 things that are very important to me. Number 1, first thing that hit my mind was firepower. I know that the big trend is going to small pocket guns. Yes, I own several of these small pocket guns. I've shot just about every one of them that's on the market. They are wonderful guns, but I shoot them. I'm like, man, you know, I don't shoot this as good as I do some other guns or whatever. And that got me to thinking one day, you know, I carry a firearm for personal protection. What would I want to have if I ever needed to defend my life or defend a loved one's life? It wouldn't be a pocket size 6 rounds, you know, 6+1 380 that I don't feel very comfortable with on the range under perfect conditions. That's not what I would want to draw out of my pocket under stressful conditions. There is a difference. So ease of carry is another thing that kind of goes hand in hand with that, as far as firepower on one hand and ease of carry on the other. Convenience versus what you need to have. Ease of carry is important, because if it's a gun that you're just not going to want to carry, you're probably going to leave it at home one day, and by God, that might be the day you need it. So that kind of defeats the purpose. So you have to find a real thin median. You almost want to loosen up to me, I loosen up my grip on the ease of carry to have the firepower I would like to have. And I don't mean you know, carrying a minigun or anything in my pocket. I mean carrying a firearm that fires a caliber I'm proficient with and carries quite a number of that caliber. Another one is flexibility, which is kind of hand in hand with firepower, because you know, one of the guns I have here carries 11 rounds, 10+1, or can go to a 17-round magazine, or even a 33, and I bet you already know what it is. But anyways, we'll talk about that more in a second. Shootability and reliability, 2 very important factors. Reliability, of course, it's got to work. It's got to work when you need it to work. No ifs, ands, or buts. You got to be able to, you know, you're trusting your life to this item. And then shootability, how well do you shoot it? That's one thing that a lot of people forget. Oh, wow, this gun's so easy to carry. Wow, it shoots 380 or it shoots 9mm. Wow, it's so small. I'm going to love this gun. Then they go out, I see it every day. They go out, they shoot on the range, they come back and are like, man, that gun's inaccurate. No, it's not so much the gun's inaccurate as far as it's more the shooter skill, and maybe you purchased a gun that's maybe requiring a different skill set than what you possess. But we'll start off with actually the smallest gun I brought down. This is pretty much the smallest gun I have ever regularly carried on its own. I do have another video of it. It is the famed Glock Model 26. We'll roll it over here so we can see, confirm, once I get some more light. Let's see. Let's reach for my awesome 47's X7 that happens to be in my everyday carry bag. But oh, we can see down there in the chamber, we are unloaded. We do have a safe firearm. Do have an empty magazine still in the gun, but that's the 10-round magazine there. That's what I carry with it, because to me the advantage of this gun is having that shorter grip length. But this is chambered 9mm. You'll see I'm sporting a nice set of Meprolite night sights, which I have a couple videos about. But this gun scores very high in flexibility, shootability, firepower, reliability, and ease of carry for me. It's, to me, one of the easier guns I've ever carried, because it is one of the smaller guns I've ever carried. But it can go from 10 rounds to, like I said a second ago, wow, that's a 17-round magazine there. Got some initials. People like to steal my stuff, so I started marking it. That's 17 rounds of 9mm. So a lot of flexibility. That really improves the shootability too, as far as giving you the full grip length, which I can shoot it pretty well with the 10-round magazine. Most people can with just a little bit of tuning and practice. Firepower, it fires a 9mm round. I know instantly a lot of people say, oh, 9mm is not enough. Well, there's a lot of good ammunition out there. I choose in the gun to carry the 124 grain Spear Gold Dot. It's a plus P load. I find it very, very effective. If I was going into a house full of drug dealers, is that what I would want? Probably not, which I'd probably take a shotgun then, or a rifle. But anyways, for everyday carry purpose, remember, you're probably more likely to get struck by lightning twice in your life than you are to ever have to draw your gun in a defensive shooting situation. So, I mean, you don't have to absolutely bring the entire brick wall every time you go out. This is a very common gun for me to drop down in shorts pocket or whatever in the middle of summer. I just recently got back from a beach trip. I carried this little guy in my shorts pocket all week. Never felt like anybody saw it, and I still had I had a 17-round magazine in my left pocket. I had the gun with 10-round magazine in my right pocket. If I needed it, I had a heck of a lot of firepower on tap. But really good option here. Try to shoot one before you buy one, though. A lot of people instantly say, oh, well, you can get a 40 caliber in that gun. Yes, you can. My 27, yes, awesome gun. 33, same thing, awesome guns. But my 26, I shoot really, really good. Now, here's another interesting thought. My better half, which is not always able to carry a gun, she can shoot the daylights out with this gun. So maybe if I have this gun in backup or this gun in the truck or whatever, I can hand it to her and have two people that hopefully is on my side. Sometimes, you know, we all make them mad, but hopefully on my side with firepower. So just a different thought on life. Go from you know, a Glock Model 26 here to once again another one I've reviewed before. See down in there, we are unloaded. Safe gun. It's always important to practice good safety measures. You'll see a brand new set of Meprolite night sights on this gun too. I took that True Glow fiber optic front sight off, put the set of orange rear, green front sights. I have a video of that on my channel. Stop by and check it out if you're interested in that. Do I enjoy shooting those sights much more than green on green? Not really. It's about the same to me, but you know, it's kind of a fad. Instantly here we'll go to a 13+1 40 caliber gun, which I can shoot very, very well. Most people can. And then also This is happens to be a 17 mag, but it's the same length as a 22 mag, so we'll pop it in there. And now that would take you to 15 rounds of 40 caliber. I carried this gun on a daily basis for 2 years. If you go to your local gun shop, you'll look at it. A lot of people instantly pick it up and say, "Oh, that's too big." No, very, very carryable. You may have to change a few things, but I felt safe with this gun because I could shoot it well, and it brought the firepower I wanted as far as an everyday carry gun. And then going from there, both of these guns, I have carried my 26 on my ankle quite a bit, actually. I've carried 23 on my ankle once or twice, mostly when I'm going to something I don't feel that great about, but I'm not sure about carrying at a waist level where it might get spotted sometimes, you know, but didn't want to be unarmed. I have ankle carried a 23. It's not the easiest thing in the world. 20, if you're interested, if you business suit or whatever, or not really suit, but if you have to dress up for work and ankle carry is your best way, you may be able to look more towards the 26 size, the subcompact Glock, or subcompact gun. I'm not trying to be too biased on Glock, even though I do love them. And then another one that I've done a video on, speaking of firepower, go in here, unload a gun, take this magazine out. Glock Model 30, like I said, has the XS standard dot sights on it. Hopefully get a shooting video up of that very soon if you're interested in that. But this is kind of how I've progressed. I went from my 23 as an everyday carry gun to my 30 because I wanted 10 rounds of 45, and I can go to have a Model 21 magazine somewhere around here that carries. Reach down here and grab a spare out of the bag. That carries, this magazine's still loaded, so we'll keep it well away from the firearm, but 13 rounds of 45 I can insert straight into the gun and keep going. So flexibility, firepower, that improves shootability, but those are some very important factors to think about. A lot of people only think about one or two of them, but you know, holster choices is important too. I did not bring an ankle holster down, but this is actually an old, we got a Florida firearms here, an old beat up, you can still see it there, Galco Walk. It's called a Walkabout. It did have a magazine carrier on the front. I cut that off. It kind of started bothering me because I don't like to carry magazines on the same size I carry a gun. If I need to reload and I have the firearm in my right hand, how am I supposed to get my magazine in an easy fashion? You'll see a couple modifications, quote unquote. You'll see I drilled a hole through the Kydex clip and inserted a zip tie, and that anchored it to my belt quite well. And then I ironed on a few iron-on patches, so it didn't, in certain sitting positions, it didn't bother me as bad in my old tender buttocks. But great holster, best. I mean, these things are like $40 or less. Best money I ever spent for a holster. I actually still carry it from time to time. See, it's got a wire mouth there to help hold it open so you can reholster. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, but can be done. At the current moment, I am carrying a Wild Bill's summer. Name of it just left my mind. It's the only inside the waistband holster they make. But it's a you'll see here you have two prominent leather straps with two large snaps. Good construction, all except for where it's starting to fall apart right there. The stitching's pulling loose, which isn't really that big of a deal to me. I got this to try, about a $70 holster on this. I mean, it's good leather, well constructed. You'll notice that my main way of carry is inside the waistband. I find it easier to carry a firearm inside the waistband than outside, or at least, you know, for me, in my comfort level and the way I want to be able to hide a firearm. But very good holster here. I've had a lot of people suggest crossbreed to me. That'll probably be my next purchase, and maybe get a video up of that soon. But hopefully I've answered some of your questions. If I haven't, if I've just blabbered and wasted your time, I'm so sorry. But if you do have more questions, let me know. Be more than happy to answer them. Shoot me some comments on the video. Please subscribe. Please check out the rest of my videos. I think I've got like 35 videos up now, and trying to grow. Stop by, have some other interesting stuff. Watch some of the other videos I've referenced also. But thanks, guys. As always, appreciate your support, and let me know if I can help.